Well, you know the old, I guess it's more of an American standby, the Peter Pan peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? A lot of people eat that sometimes just for, I don't know, a quick meal. Now, there's ways you can actually vastly improve it, just doing something minor. Add some honey, clover honey, pure honey. See, honey is something that never goes bad. You can have 4,000-year-old honey, and it's still good. It's one of the few foods out there that never goes bad. As a matter of fact, even white rice, which is not as good as organic rice, but white rice will last you quite a few years too. Not 4,000 years, but it'll last you quite a bit. And the other thing you could add with this is cinnamon. Now, you notice I buy a pretty big thing of honey because it's cheaper. Now, I don't buy cinnamon in this container. I just use this container, keep reusing it, and I just keep re-adding more in here. Just pop off that plastic top. And you notice I kind of made it big on here so I can pour it out there pretty quick, because I put a lot of cinnamon on, everything pretty much. But I get this stuff. Well, I guess, I don't know, I'm showing the brand, but it's bulk cinnamon. It's cheaper. Buy it by bulk. Bulk is cheaper, and I just keep putting it in a smaller container, get a bigger honey, get the giant peanut butters, and sometimes get the giant jellies, right? Now, one thing that's really good about this, though, besides being a quick meal, this is something you can take on the go with you, right? So that's my Suzuki Jeep back here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what we're on the hood here. This is the Suzuki SJ413, and the hood's been painted with truck bed lining. That's why it's a nice dull black that you can't scratch very easy, and that's the way I like it. So it's cheap, but it's also a good meal on the go, because a lot of people, now in other words, this food, you can keep this around a long time, non-refrigerated. There's like a metal lid on the top here. Once you pull that off, I just pulled it off. But still, you don't need to refrigerate the peanut butter. You don't need to refrigerate the honey. Like I said, it can last thousands of years unrefrigerated, still be good. You don't need to refrigerate the cinnamon. The bread will last a little longer in the refrigerator, but you don't really need to, as long as it's wrapped up. And you don't need to even use bread. You can use crackers or something. This, it's good to, I just opened it up. It's good to refrigerate it after it's open, but it still lasts days, plenty of days unrefrigerated. But this can also be, I don't know why people don't do this. They taking these MREs, these trail meals and stuff. It's a lot cheaper to do this, and probably not best to use the bread versus using crackers in a plastic box. But you got your knife here. I like this thing, man. It's freaking cool. Anyway, so and you take your usual peanut butter stuff and some jelly here. Of course, we don't want to get too much peanut butter in the jelly, but whatever. Give a damn. But that's usually what most people do. They say, well, that's not really that good for you. But peanut butter actually is it's got a lot of calories in it. Sometimes if you're out there, if you're out in the field and you really need calories, it's not the thing to use if you're trying to lose weight or something. But if you need these calories and you want calorie dense food, peanut butter is one of your deals. Of course, we're going to wipe this Sicilian stiletto pretty clean here. And but then now see, honey, besides lasting a long time, this stuff has got a lot of antibacterial benefits, It can help. It's a medicine, really. It's really what the hell it is. So, and actually, this tastes pretty damn good, believe it or not. So you put a little honey on. Now, of course, some corporate manufacturer will come out with honey peanut butter and charge you umpteen dollars more or something and advertise it as, the greatest thing in the world. But it's cheaper just to buy big old bulk thing of peanut butter and buy your own damn honey and mix it yourself. And then, I got the cinnamon here, and like I said, I got it so it kind of pours out pretty quick. Cinnamon is another thing that can help your heart health. It tastes really good. It can help you say diabetic people, people who have high blood sugar and stuff. That can help with them. And the combination of these two does a lot. The combination of those two ingredients, honey and cinnamon, can actually even help you with sleep issues if you can't sleep at night. It'll actually improve your blood work. It's antibacterial, antimicrobial. It'll boost your immune system. It'll lower your cholesterol. It's good for your heart, especially when they're combined synergistically, both together. Now, if you're adding it to peanut butter and jelly, you got peanut butter. It's kind of funny how it's ignored because it's so common. It's high calorie, high protein. It's high calorie because it's high fats, but it's not a bad kind of fat. Depends on, I know it's better to get the natural peanut butter, of course, but even the kind that's more bulk, no name, or just a more generic like this Peter Pan brand, it's not bad. It's better to have the organic stuff, but also when you're adding something like this, you're getting some kind of nutrients in there. It's not just pure sugar. You're actually getting some of the benefits of the grapes. So this actually would probably be best on a thick type of cracker, but you could take that out in the field with these ingredients, and keep them for a real long time without them going bad. Especially, I think the one thing that would be the Achilles heel where it would go bad the fastest would be the bread. I mean, even the jelly, even though when you open this up, it's supposed to be refrigerated after you open it up. Well, it depends on what kind of climate you're in. If you're in a climate that's 40 degrees outside or below, it's not going to go bad. But even so, if it's a warmer climate, it'll take a long time for this to go bad versus the bread. So the only thing you might want to substitute with this is crackers for the bread, and they'll hold up a lot longer, which could be the large wafer type crackers, graham crackers, or whatever. But combining these four ingredients, the grape jelly, which you can make homemade jelly too, peanut butter, and cinnamon and honey. When you're adding cinnamon and honey to it, you're actually starting to really get something that's fairly good nutrition, and in a lot of ways a lot better than these rip-off snack bars and energy bars and all that other crap they sell for $1 each for this little bar. This is very cheap, and you can make a lot out of it. I just can't tell you too much about just the combination of these two ingredients alone. But taking cinnamon and honey alone does not really, it's not enough. It's a good thing to add to the food, but you need something with protein, which is this. You got some carbohydrates with the bread, which would be better with crackers, and more durable too. Like a thicker cracker would not go bad as bad. And a good quality jelly. It's very, very, very simple, yet just by adding these two extra ingredients to the common American, quick meal, makes a major, 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 major difference. So anyway, it's just a quick tip, and it's dirt cheap. And like I said, if you're out there in the field and you're out there and you got your, Suzuki SJ413, if you want to take some extra supplies with you and you don't have a lot of room and you're wondering how about the storage and all that kind of stuff, and say you got stuck someplace, you didn't have enough food or something, that'll get you by pretty well. And actually, it's got some seriously good nutrition. Again, it's peanut butter. It's got a lot of protein and calories in it. It can really keep you going. But synergistically, these ingredients together, you're pretty well covered. You're pretty well covered overall. You'll last quite a long time just on these 4 ingredients, believe it or not.